if Deku had hit time skip power, part 3. As of today, I had to make a slight change to my YouTube settings. Now, as of yesterday, YouTube said if your content's made for kids, no more bell, you don't get any bells, no comments, so you can't comment on people's videos that are made for kids. You don't get notification bell. Like, you don't get ads, you don't get, like, anything. I don't really care much about the ads, but I care about the comments, like, your people, my community's opinion. That's, like, the most reason why I made it so there's no restrictions on the video. I used to have it said made for kids. I mean, I'm not really smart when it comes to this stuff, but so now, go check if you guys had the notification bell on, just to see if you still have it on, just in case, like, it got taken off. So, let's begin this video. So, where I left it off, Deku just beat the crap out of Bakugo in replacement for the potential test that Aizawa did. And since he did this, Aizawa was like, you know what, I'm just going to say this whole class has potential. I'm just going to go sleep. You guys introduce yourselves once you're done. And so they all introduce themselves, and then Deku's like, I'm Mizuku Midoriya. I'm Mizuku Midoriya, and I'm quirkless. Wait, did I say he has a quirk or an ability? I think I remember he said, I'm Mizuku Midoriya and I'm quirkless, but don't think you can beat me. As he, like, cracks his knuckles. So, everyone kind of just sweat drops like, geez, this kid. So, now, we're going Heroes versus Villains test. I used to skip this in a lot of my what-ifs. I think the first two, I skipped it in. So yeah. Going into this, Bakugo is very pissed off at Deku, as Deku and Uraraka are versing Bakugo again. And since this happens, like, Deku doesn't really notice this, but Bakugo is seething with anger. He hates how a supposed quirkless Deku could beat him. Because I'm just going to say that Deku never told Bakugo that he had a quirk, and he always said he was quirkless, and he, like, never told him that he had a power. He just always beat him in the fight. And Bakugo this kept fueling his anger, making him want to become a hero more, but not as much as he is in canon, and just to make him kick his ass in this. So, what did Deku do? Deku doesn't really care about that right now, and all he's focused is on winning. And he plans to use this as Uraraka. Different from canon version in the anime, he actually tells Uraraka to stay, and as soon as Bakugo launches himself, so that she's going to float herself up to the ceiling, and she's going to wait there. As soon as Bakugo launches himself at Deku, she's going to drop down, touch Bakugo, and put him up against the ceiling. This isn't going to work enough, so Deku's going to use his time skip ability to knock him out. So, as soon as All Might yells, "Heroes, you may go into the building." They go into the building, searching for Bakugo, and Bakugo's just Bakugo immediately charges at them, which much expected, and that's when Deku's like, "Uraraka, now!" when she drops down from the ceiling and touches Bakugo, lifting him up into the air, and he's like, What is this? Release me, round face." And Deku's like, huh, really thought you would have used your powers by now. As he time skips right in front of Bakugo and punches him. And I just realized this, when hit time skips, it's like in a whole nother realm where time just goes very, very slowly. So basically that's what I'm going to make happen, where time goes very, very slowly. So Deku just keeps punching him, kind of like how Hit just did that like punch where it wasn't even like a full punch. He just like did an inward fist and punched him. I'm not a fighter, so if that was the wrong thing to say, I don't really know. So after that, Bakugo's knocked out and they wrap him up in the tape. And Deku sees a red light appear from Bakugo's gauntlet, and he's like, "Huh? Oh, I know. He was trying to use this against me. Guess I'll take this and use it against his partner." As they just walk up, and All Might's like, "Midoriya, don't use that." And he's like, "Well, why not?" All Might's like, "But you could kill him." And Deku's like, "Well, first let's see how strong the blast is." As they just keep moving along, that's when they see Ida standing by the bomb, and he's like, "You won't get this bomb, heroes." And that's when Deku aims the gauntlet at him and releases it and says, "Oh yeah," and fires it at Ida, only to take the bomb in his time skip realm. I'm going to start calling it a time skip realm that he can only stay in for like 3 seconds at a time, and then moves Ida. Like, I'm going to say he's almost as fast as All Might. And same with strength. He can also use ki, if I didn't already mention that. And with that, Deku and Chaco won Heroes versus Villains. And now, let's just go straight to the USJ. We're skipping when they were in lunch. We're skipping the class rep. Deku's just going to take the class rep role instead of doing this, like fighting against it. So, we're now at the USJ, right when Kirishima says, "Oh, you guys have fake villains too?" Sick, as they all power up their quirks, and Deku steps out and starts walking down the stairs and says, "These are real villains. I don't know how you couldn't tell," in like the most serious voice he could say. As he just starts walking over to the villains, and the villains are all like, "Who the heck does this kid think he is?" And Aizawa's like, "Izuku, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Doing my job as a hero." As he walks down, and all the villains, and like Shigaraki says, "Charge!" As all the villains start charging at Deku, and he just goes Madaru Uchiha on all of them, and just starts like using his time skip, like dodging all of the punches and just keeps punching them. I actually also did this in my Ultra Instinct timeline, which, I mean, I'm kind of overusing it, but it's fine. I also have a new setup for my recordings that I just had to make. So, he goes Madaru Uchiha on them, and he just starts dodging, punching, and like half the people are down, and Shigaraki's like, "What the hell? That kid's core could be useful. We should kidnap him." And they just keep continuously punching. He just keeps continuously punching them, and he's getting very, very tired from using his time skip. But he's also pushing himself past his limits, so this is like his training that he's been doing to make his time skip go up, but he could never actually get his time skip to go up. Like, when he was training, like, during the 2 weeks off from the exam, he couldn't get his time skip to go up, even though it would have just gone up by maybe a millisecond, but he couldn't get it to. So he just keeps punching and punching, and he's like, "Damn, I'm getting tired," as he just keeps like, and he eventually knocks down all of the villains, like, completely unconscious, and that's when Shigaraki's like, "Kirogiri, bring in the Nomu," and he's like, "Ugh, there's more," and then Shigaraki is like, "You won't be able to beat this thing, brat. It was designed to kill All Might," and that's when Deku's like, "Kill All Might? Maybe if I beat it, I could challenge him. That might get my time skip to go up." Like, he's just thinking about training, but he also just realized that his time skip gone up by 0.5 seconds. So, immediately goes straight in fighting the Nomu. Or I call them hit. Izuku goes straight into fighting the Nomu. And they're just exchanging blow after blow. And Shigaraki's like, what? This thing was supposed to kill All Might. Nomu, kill that brat, now! As they just keep exchanging blows. That's when Deku realizes, wait, why haven't I been using my time skip? As he time skips behind the Nomu and kicks him up and then sends a Kamehameha wave right at him, which takes a chunk out of the Nomu, which if he actually aimed for it, he probably could have done something better. But this chunk slowly regenerated. He's like, damn it, I need to figure out something better to get this thing down. As he's thinking, he's like, damn it, I don't think I can do it. It's super risky. Basically what he was thinking of doing a super Kamehameha wave, which would be colossal for his ki levels, which it'd drain his ki levels so much to where he'd be completely unconscious, and it'd take him at least a day to recover his ki. Like a whole day to recover all of his ki from doing it. Like, he's nowhere as strong as Hit. I'd say he's probably Goku Super Saiyan mode right now. No. I'd say he's probably Goku pre-Frieza. And I'd say probably by the end of the series he'd be around Hit level in Dragon Ball Super. So Deku just keeps landing blow after blow on the Nomu, and then they keep switching off with the Nomu hitting a blow on Deku, and they just keep punching. And that's when Shigaraki's like, damn, we really should get this kid's quirk. Master would be super strong with it. As Shigaraki charges in and like double teams Deku. Deku's like, damn it, won't be able to keep up with this. That's when all of a sudden he gets a boost of power. Just call it luck of the gods. He gets a boost of power. It may sound stupid, but that's what happens. This is what he calls, he just unlocked a new mode where it's not like Super Saiyan, but it still powers him up. Maybe like 10 times his power, so it's like Kaioken. And he just unlocked this through training, as he now has a 5-second time skip from this fight, and he can also use more ki. And that's when he's like, damn it, I'll have to use it. Super Kamehameha. And he just fires a massive ki blast. Or super Kamehameha wave. Right at him. And just disintegrates the Nomu, killing it instantly. As cells can only multiply if there's another cell present, and since he destroyed all the cells from the regen process, he can't regen. Well, that's only for like humans, but I'm not really sure for anything else. So, hope you guys did enjoy this part, and in part 4, doing the sports festival. But tomorrow, we're doing part 7 of What If Deku Had Kurama. So, hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, guys, bye.